It's someone that we actually saw on the fashion show runway last night.
And I'm really impressed with this. Coming from like a makeup artist standpoint, this is a pretty cool product. So I can't wait to sit and hear your interview with our very next guest. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right,
a couple other housekeeping things. The ball tonight is the Brewing, Booze, and Booze ball is at Generations Hall between 8 and 11.
Yep.
Stop by our booth, get a drink ticket. That's good on the show floor. And anything else?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah, cool.
Let me do my job.
All right. I'm out of here.
Okay, bye. Come on over. Yeah. All right, so I will let you introduce yourself.
Awesome.
Who are you and where are you from?
Hi, I'm Lee Radzawin, and I'm from the company STICKFX.
Okay, so we saw your incredible masks on the runway last night. Can you tell me a little bit about your company?
I'd love to. So, really excited about our company. We're new to this convention this
yes,
year.
you guys are a new vendor this year. Awesome.
Yeah. So the product is called STICKFX products. What it is the world's first and only self-adhering silicone prosthetic or appliance for your face or your body. So we make a variety of things like
oh wow, I didn't even see you had those.
These are all natural. They're just stick right on, so you can remove them, you can adjust them, and they're good for hundreds of uses.
Okay.
So they're not a one-time use product.
Okay, so how is that possible?
I know. It's a little bit of magic and a little bit of polymer science. So I'm a polymer.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a polymer specialist for the medical industry. I've been working in television and film in the medical industry for about 20 years now. So we took the technology that I know from the silicone industry and brought it into the entertainment industry, because as a makeup artist, and I teach at a university and I teach special effects makeup, for my students to get the results that this zombie looks like, we're talking a few hours of work and labor, and everybody comes out looking a little bit different.
Yeah.
So I thought, from the knowledge that I know from the medical industry, why don't I combine that into the entertainment industry so that you can have a quick, easy, instant result that has professional results. So my 3-year-old can get these results the same way that I can as a professional makeup artist.
So it's consistency, it's
ease,
right?
It's eliminating products, so I can buy this zombie mask and I don't have to spend $100 on adhesive, additional makeup products, and then worry about it coming off and then having to touch it up and adjust it. I'm going to show you. It's the world's fastest, easiest instant costume.
Okay, because I mean, I saw this demoed on the runway last night, so yeah, let's give people that didn't show up a chance to see.
So I'm wearing one of our most popular designs, which is a superhero design, because I don't know about you, but have you ever seen a superhero in a movie that's wearing a string? And I think we just got shifted here.
Ooh.
Hey.
Technical difficulties. It's okay.
So what we loved about these was that you can be just like in the Incredibles in the Disney movie, where they take their masks off like this and they're back to human, and when there's obviously like a world problem threatening yourself, you can just put your mask right back on. Boom, it's a superhero.
That's phenomenal, because I mean, even when you ripped it off, there was no residue left over. There was no like skin blotchy.
Yes, in the medical industry that would never fly. We could never have a residue, and we could never have a skin sensitivity. So these are 100% silicone. So I'm comfortable with kids using them. I'm comfortable with people with skin sensitivities using them. There's no latex in them, and when I take it off, my face is super clean.
That's fantastic.
Exactly, because nobody likes to do the cleanup. It's one thing to get the application, but the cleanup can take just as long sometimes as the application can.
So there's obviously a lot to unpack. So you said you were a polymer expert in the medical field.
Yes.
What did that look like?
Okay, so I work with patients that I'm basically like an anaplastologist. So if somebody is missing an ear, a nose, or an eye, or a limb, and they want their limb to look exactly like they used to, or not let people know that they are amputees, they're going to come see me. There's not a lot of us in the country that do that specific work, because I only work with silicone, and we work with the special STICKFX technology for the products as well, so that my patients can feel comfortable going back out in public and being whole again.
So, so there's that piece.
Yes.
How did you translate that want of helping people into the special effects? Because I know you said you also taught special effects makeup.
So I started off as an effects artist first, and so I was a body part constructor, and I did a lot of trauma wounds and of course character creations and prosthetic creations, and I was doing that for a long time. And my brother served in the military, and when he came back from his second tour, his best friend had his ear shot off, and I was shipping off a bunch of body parts to a movie set. And he said, can I borrow one of those ears? Because my friend's really self-conscious about it. And I said, no, you send him to me, because I'm going to make him something that's going to custom fit him. It's going to be silicone. It's not going to be a latex. It's not going to be a rubber, so he's comfortable wearing it. And it's safe for his skin. So that's how I got into the medical industry, was starting to help out with our veterans and helping for people who were in need.
That's fantastic. Wow, okay. So you started out in special effects, then moved to the medical industry.
Yeah.
What got you started in special effects?
So, it's one of those amazing opportunities in life where I was a Russian history major, of course, because it makes total sense.
Right.
And I had no art background whatsoever. And so I had to take an elective, and the only class open was a stage makeup class at a university that I was at.
Really?
And I got thrown into that class not knowing anything about makeup.
As
I
a
had
Russian
no idea.
classics major.
I didn't know I was an artist. I didn't know I had any sculpting abilities. I didn't know, because I had never tried. And I took that class, and it was one of those like moments in your life where it just clicked. And I was able to run with it and make a professional career out of it for 15 years. So I actually teach that class now at the university in Connecticut, at Central Connecticut State University. So I've been teaching advanced makeup and advanced special effects makeup there for just about 10 years now.
Okay, so as someone who started out as a classics major, then, found special effects and is now in the medical industry, how can you, do you have any messages for people that don't feel like they have, artistic leanings?
Yeah, and I tell my students this all the time, is the best thing I did as a student growing up, not really knowing where my passion was, what I was going to do. I was just going with the flow. I'm gonna be a teacher because that seems like the thing to do.
Sure.
And my parents were like, they have great health benefits.
Which is a plus.
But the thing I have to credit myself is that I never said no to things. So when my advisor was like, there's this makeup class, and I looked at him like, I don't know anything about makeup. I could have said no. And he was just like, just do it. And I said, okay, I'll try it. And so I tried it. And then I started trying more things. And then I also tell a lot of my students too, is that in the beginning, just say yes to everything. Everything's an opportunity to meet somebody else. Mm-hmm. So I would get, like little off breaks to work on this stage or work on this production, and maybe they didn't pay great. But the people that I met are who made me have a professional career. So I just say, try to just say yes to everything. Even if it's outside your comfort zone, outside your pay scale, in the beginning, just go with it. Just try.
Awesome. So back to your product, which is why we're here. So the next question I have for you is, with this, how do you hope to impact the industry?
Okay, so let's take the zombie mask, for instance,
here,
okay? So in order for me to get these results by doing a traditional foam appliance application, we're talking it's going to be a few hours, because applying it, seaming the seams, then I have to color it and blend it in. We're talking hours of application, but also skill that's needed for this. So again, I can give this to my 3-year-old.
Right.
And if I want her to look like this with these results, all she has to do is, this is in our sort of our tagline, is peel, stick, party, because they come on a plastic backing. When you get them, all you got to do is peel, stick it on your face, do your hair,
and party.
And that's it. So the makeup that's on here is silicone, so it's 100% going to stick forever. You're not going to take this off. But if you don't like this paint scheme, you can go in with your own makeup products, and cover it right up however you want it to. Okay. So I have these wounds that are on me, and so I can add my own fake blood. I can add that. So the makeup artists love this, because we have some skeleton designs. Let me show you. The skeleton designs are we have a lot of makeup artists that do YouTube tutorials, and they want to show how they could do a beautiful Day of the Dead makeup, or really elaborate designs on them. So they could just stick it on their face, do their amazing makeup work, take it to the sink, wash that makeup off, and the next day do another YouTube tutorial with the same product.
Sure.
You're not throwing it out in the garbage after.
Sure.
So one time invest it, and you buy it. You could do as many designs as you want with your makeup, wash it off, you got a clean canvas the next day.
Okay.
And I want to show you that this mask that I'm demoing with right here, this is 3 years old. This is our demo one. This is the one that's used and stuck and high-fived on people's hands thousands of times.
Okay. So, I know that silicone in and of itself isn't necessarily sticky. How does, I know Kyle on the runway was talking about yesterday about the deadened silicone.
Yeah.
Like, what does that mean?
So the adhesive, we have the patent on this product, so we're really quite fortunate that the product's been around for a while, but we weren't comfortable bringing it to the market until we knew our patent was going to really protect us.
Right.
And so part of the patent is our adhesive, so I developed the formula for it,
Okay.
and I developed the product for it. But it is a silicone adhesive,
Okay.
which means it's never going to dry out on you. There's no special way to store this. If I kept this on the counter right here for a year, and
It'll
I come
still be
back,
the same.
I'm going to take it off and put it back on my face. It's not going to lose its stickiness over time.
Okay, so let's say I stick it on my face and I get some hair and some face makeup on this sticky stuff. What does it look like to make it good again?
Good
Like,
again,
right.
So I told you, like, my 3-year-old plays with these all the time, and her favorite thing is to stick them on our dogs. Oh, no. And when you take them off, I got a white
fur.
border collie that's stuck to the back of this. And so what you can do to clean off the adhesive, so you have a haunt industry and you put it on somebody and you get makeup or fake blood that bled onto the sticky side.
Or dirt.
all the nasty
or,
stuff.
Sure.
What we do is we say, because it's silicone and because it's used in the medical industry, you can sterilize it. So I can put this on my face and I can put it on yours and sterilize it with just 91% rubbing alcohol.
Really?
So this is what we do. So we get dirt, debris, makeup, whatever on the back. You spray it down with rubbing alcohol, just like this. You use a little wipe it around. The rubbing alcohol is going to kill the germs. And once it's dry, it's always going to go back to being sticky again. Give it a couple seconds.
I mean, just off the bat, I feel like this would be ideal for, haunted houses that also have a ton of actors that have to get into looks night after night after night. If this can be sterilized and just restuck on, grab and go. I mean,
right. And so, working in the haunt industry, there'd be, and I was fortunate enough to work at a very large haunt, the Haunted Graveyard in Connecticut, and we would have 15 makeup artists for hundreds of people. We still, as 15 makeup artists, couldn't get the hundreds of people done in a night. So you kind of pick and choose the actors that require the very special attention from the experienced makeup artist.
Sure.
But what about the rest of the people who you want to still look good?
Right.
We could give this to people standing in line and say, we don't have time to get to you. Slap it on. Grab some black makeup, put it around your eyes, and go.
Peel, stick, and party.
Peel, stick, and party. That's it, and go. So these are a great way for haunts. And we just saw the owner of the haunt that we worked with. We gave him these masks 5 years ago. They can still use them.
That's fantastic.
I could take it off. The same actor doesn't come back the next night.
It can
All right,
be
I'm going to sterilize this.
Right.
I'm going to sanitize it, and I'm going to pass it on to somebody else now.
That's fantastic.
And if I drop this on the ground and, like you said, get dirt, debris, dog hair, whatever, the other thing you can do is use Dawn dish soap and water, like you're doing dishes.
Sure.
Scrub it up nice and lather, push off all the debris, try to get all the debris off that you can.
Okay.
And once it's dry, you're good.
So I know that you do have a business partner that we met last night. So what is it like being two women in an industry like this?
That's a really interesting question. So Kim comes from an amazing business and finance background. She's been working with CEOs as a business advisor.
Okay.
She's the real deal as far as business goes. And that's the sense that I do own a business, but she is the business person. And so we're a great combination where I can do the design and the innovation of the product, and she can take it as the business person and be able to run with it. So we're a good combination that way. And women in the, I love this convention because I have seen so many women here.
Yes.
So long ago, there weren't a lot of women, unless we were just makeup artists or costume designers, but there are so many amazing, powerful women products representing companies. So it's a really nice shift to see, because I think women are pretty awesome, and we're smart as hell. Yeah. And we have eye for cool things, right?
Yes.
So it's been amazing, and we're really seeing a shift too. Is that some of these amazing large companies that have been around so long that I idolized so much in the 80s as this kid, going, oh my God, it's so cool to see them here.
Yeah.
But like seeing a younger generation that's kind of coming into them as well.
Sure.
And so, going to that point, we're overwhelmed with the response that we're getting from people, because silicone's is a new technology. It's newer technology. And sure, there's still products that I was using in the 80s, like latex products. They're still around in the haunt industry. So people are coming up to us and saying, you guys are the disruptors, because There's not a lot of silicone that's in this market, and we're saying, especially coming from a medical background, I can't believe that there's not more, because everybody has an allergy to latex. It's harmful for your skin. We can't believe it.
And it smells funny.
And it stinks, and it's not safe for your skin. We would
Right.
I would never have a latex product in my medical facility ever.
Sure.
Gloves, nothing.
Of course.
And so it's amazing that we still, while they work beautifully for some applications, I think like the younger generations that are growing up really appreciate a product that's innovative, high quality. But the other thing is the reusability of it too.
Right.
This is not going to go in a dumpster.
It's
this
sustainable.
is not going into the landfill.
Right.
Your kid drops on the ground, or they break the string, or the mask tears in half. It doesn't go in the garbage because it doesn't tear, and you can clean it off again. So we're not contributing to the problem of that, especially that the Halloween industry has, of one-time use things that go into a landfill and you see all the trash building up. This is a reusable product for years.
And that's something that we're seeing a lot more and more of, are people, innovators, vendors, businesses that are introducing more sustainability within their products and their lines.
Right.
And I think that's huge.
I think it's going to be a massive way. We were really surprised about the emails that we got when we launched our website. And, the cosplay community has really accepted us. They've really embraced us and been amazing to us. And the emails that we get from people are, is this something that's going to go in a landfill after a few uses? And we were surprised. I mean, it was important to us, but we were surprised how important it is to our customers.
To other people.
Yes, they're asking, are there any parabens in it? Are there any? We manufacture only in the U.S. in a high-grade, clean silicone facility. They're manufactured here in the U.S. 100%, and that's important too, because we don't want loose particles. We don't want contaminants that are going into it, and we don't want those things going into the ground and contaminating for our future as well.
That's super important.
It is super important.
So back to the products.
Yes.
You have your superhero mask lines.
Yes.
You have some spookies lines.
Yeah.
What else? I mean, tell me more about the products that you have at your booth.
Right. So we have 5 different. We have 4 different styles of superhero masks.
Okay.
So this is like our traditional one.
Sure.
They all come in different finishes. So we have ones here that are like sparkly, that we are really popular for like dance troops.
Sure.
Then we also have ones that have we have American flag ones. We have shamrock ones. Anything gay pride ones. Anything that requires a celebration.
Sure.
We're gonna have a mask that has that scheme on it for you.
Perfect.
So we can do anything as far as customization goes. And then our spooky ones, we got an awesome zombie, we got a great skeleton, and those could come in like glow in the dark.
And that's the one you had on last night.
Yeah, the glow in the dark one. Yeah, that's pretty
That was
amazing.
phenomenal.
Thank you.
And it's not just necessarily a face piece. I saw you had a lower face piece too.
The skeleton has like a lower jaw that you can use or not use. So that's a nice thing too, and it's adjustable because they're separate. If you have a very small face,
sure.
So my business partner's daughter is 11 years old, and her face is much smaller, but she can wear that skeleton because she can adjust the jaw by pulling it tighter.
Sure.
If you have a wider face, you can adjust it that way, or not wear the jaw at all and just use the top part and turn into like a spooky voodoo doctor.
Sure. What do you want to see for your company in the future? Like, what are next steps? What are you thinking? Where are you going?
We're really keen on getting after the licensing. We would love to see our product be a part of like the licensed branded costumes.
Sure.
We're huge superhero fan movies, horror movie fans. We'd love to see like get with those companies that can really help us get the awesome brands on it, because I know as a customer and consumer myself, I appreciate good brands.
Sure.
And I have brand loyalty too, so it's nice to see when you see a superhero that you love, you're going to go for the brand that has, and not the generic knockoff one.
Okay, so how can people find you?
Yeah, great. Thanks for asking that.
Yeah.
We have an awesome website. It's STICKFX.com.
Okay.
That's where all of our products are going to be on. We have an awesome Instagram that's incredibly active with lots of demonstration videos, lots of user photos. People tag us in their photos all the time. Our Instagram page is very active.
Do you have a hashtag that you prefer?
Hashtag STICKFX or STICKFX masks. Either one. You'll find us on either one.
Okay, great. So what is your booth number? Do you remember?
No.
Okay. I can find it. I've got it. It is booth. Got it on it. 3519. So if you're here and you want to go see and live demo these products, they're at 3519. This has been a phenomenal product. I'm really excited to see where this goes. Thank you for being a new vendor.
Oh,
and our last question that we've been asking people is, you're trick-or-treating, you're a superhero, you're saving the day, you go up to a door and you knock on it. You say trick or treat. What candy do you hope is going into your bag?
That's such a good question. I'm gonna be classic and say the Charleston shoe. You hand me a Charleston shoe, I'm coming back to your house.
All right.
Yeah,
All right.
absolutely. That's a
So
great question.
thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy day to talk to us. We'll get some footage with your booth later, and I hope you have a great rest of your
Thank
show.
you. And I just want to say too that this is our first year here, and we are so impressed. Honestly, we think
Yeah?
this convention is amazing.
Yay! Okay,
It's been
good.
overwhelming. The people here are so nice. We are overwhelmed with the support of people just coming up. Even other people who are exhibiting are just so helpful and friendly.
That's awesome.
And it's been awesome. We've been busy. We've been so busy. You can tell by my voice. I'm like
Here, I've got some cough drops for you
yeah,
too.
I'm like, oh my God, we're so grateful to be here. And so thank you for having us and putting on such an amazing show.
Okay, well then I'm gonna let you get back to work. So
Yeah.
thanks for talking
Absolutely.
to us.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
All right, so we'll go live in a little while later. I know there is a special puppy friend that is on his way over, and we'll catch you next time. That's